Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I am your host, Denise, and this week I'm going to review a Netflix movie. It is titled Lady Chatterley's Lover. Ooh, spicy, juicy. This movie has been done before. It is from an adaptation from D.H. Lawrence, a novel he wrote many years ago. So the novel's been made into a movie a few times. And it stars Emma Corrin, Jack O'Connell, Matthew Duckett, and Jolie Richardson, whom, by the way, played this role of Lady Chatterley in an earlier movie version. So it was really interesting to see her in this movie, but she's in a different role. Jolie Richardson is playing a totally different role. Okay, so basically the story follows a woman of privilege. Okay, her name is Connie, and she's an aristocrat from London, and she finds herself entering into a marriage with a man who is about to go off into war, World War I. So after the war, he comes home, and as you may have guessed, he doesn't come back the way that he left. He returns as an injured veteran, and he has lost the use of his legs and his ability to, produce a child, if you will. So, in the beginning when he comes back, he is wheelchair bound. So his wife now is basically his caregiver to an extent. As a loving wife, she wants to be there for him, to help him out and do what she can to make his life as comfortable and meaningful as possible. And again, remember, she's an aristocrat. So once he has returned from war, he has moved the family to a country estate that's really obviously far away from the big city that she is used to. So she's isolated from friends and family. She keeps in touch by letters to her sister, but she's a very young woman and she's isolated from everything that she once knew. Although the couple has hired help for him, he kind of shuns the help to a certain degree and just kind of leans on her for everything, which after a while becomes burdensome for her, to the point where anytime that she gets to be away from him and his, complaining and, the way that he is treating her, she takes these long walks out on the countryside and, just kind of getting her thoughts together. And then she comes across one of the gamekeepers of the estate for her husband. So, of course, he's a strapping young man. And the first time that she encounters him, he's outside of his little bungalow, if you will, taking a shower. So, of course, her first glance is his nakedness. And so, she's intrigued right there. So, fast forward, they become lovers, Lady Chatterley's lover, and she's taking more walks. And, she's taking these walks to go see her lover. The man is, he's a war veteran as well, but he does have a few interests. He likes to read. So, he's, got a background in something other than just having hot, naked sex with this woman. Well, further along, the husband realizing that, hey, let's just, talk about the elephant in the room. I can't do nothing for you. We will never have an heir, but I'm giving you permission to go out and find a suitable man. I will give you the parameters. I will give you the credentials that he must have to have a baby with this man. And then you'll keep the baby and I'll pass it off as my heir so people won't think that I can't get the job done. Well, honey, she is out there having that affair and ain't thinking twice about you. So basically, that's the movie. This novel had been banned in several countries because it was so explicit and foul, the language and so forth. You know, for this Netflix movie, there was quite a bit of nudity between the two lovers, frontal nudity from both parties. But there was clearly no real love story, in my opinion. You know, it was just a lustful connection between the two of them. So that's it. So if you want something a little different, a little hot and steamy, you want to see two people just having out of control butt naked sex, you know, for about 2 hours, then give yourself a treat and take a look at Lady Chatterley's Lover. So there we go. So I'm going to jump out of that situation and jump into my Nailed It. My Nailed It for this week is John David Washington in the movie Black Klansman. Funnier than I expected the movie to be. And his portrayal as a rookie cop who, you know, really is just eager to do something undercover. His portrayal of a man trying to seek membership into the Klan is quite entertaining to watch. The scenes that I think tickled me the most with John David Washington were the phone calls that he made to the Klan, seeking, you know, information on how do I join, what are the membership dues, et cetera, et cetera. So, I mean, the racism and the bigotry are in that movie front and center, but his portrayal and how he so cunningly devised a plan to infiltrate the Klan was quite entertaining to watch. So, John David Washington is my Nailed It for this week. All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. So until next week, you go watch a movie because I'm going to watch a movie, and I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.